It's finished. Welcome to my 3-bedroom, 2-bathroom renovation project. Let's go check it out. In this video, I'm gonna break down for you the 3-bedroom, 2-bathroom home here and a double carport, which I've done as well. I'm gonna share with you by the end of the video all the pricing so you know exactly how much it costs to do something like this yourself. I'm gonna break down how much I paid for the front house, how much I paid to do the build, all the extra costs which you might not know, and we're gonna give you a full tour showing you this 3-bedroom, 2-bathroom home. Now to start off with, let's talk about the site. So this block is on over 1,000 square meters and we're located on the south side of Brisbane in Logan in a suburb called Shayla Park. If we come on through, you can see the first thing you get to when you reach this site is the long driveway with the grass and the mulch, and we've got a double carport here. One of the mistakes we made on this project was actually originally getting a garage going into this location, but after chatting with the guys who build the carports and the sheds, we decided to change it from a garage to a carport, which I'm really happy we did. The reason is it would have blocked all this light, which you get in the afternoon. So this is your western sun out here. And if we close this off, it would have really made the house a lot darker. You can also see that we've got grass on both sides of the home. So this probably sits on about 350 to 450 square meters, just including this section here. And if you add the driveway down the side, it probably equates to about 550 of the 1,000 square meter block. So we also had a handyman add this in after the builder. So just some basic steps with gravel, just to really finish off the front of the home. It's important to spend that little bit of extra money as well, getting some fencing, doing some mulch and some grass, and steps like this just to make it practical when you do a home build like this. And this is a granny flat. We're also doing a lot of strata developments in Southeast Queensland and Victoria, but this one is an example of a 100 square meter granny flat, which is bigger than your standard granny flat in most houses across Queensland. So come on in and let's have a tour of the home as well. Just gonna take my shoes off because they're gonna be insanely muddy. So this is all standard spec with the builder. I didn't have to pay any extra costs for doors, flooring, lighting. It all went into the build price. Now the layout of this home is there's 2 bedrooms at the back and there's a room at the front here, which is the 3rd bedroom. So before we do the open home in the next week, we're gonna get our carpenter to put in some barn doors on a big steel rail above here just to close this space off. The great thing about this room is it could be used for a bedroom, could be used for an office, could be used for multi-purpose or living space. There's room to put in a desk here, so you can have a little study space. We've got a robe in here as well. You can see with shelving, kind of that metal shelving for storage or clothes. And then you've got some nice windows here with good light coming in from the front. Again, if we closed that carport in as a shed, this would have been a lot darker. So I'm really happy that we made those changes. One of the cool things about the standard inclusions is that you get these multi-purpose fan light combos in all the spaces. So you can turn the lights on, you can switch the colors, which is cool. The fan works as well. And these are all part of the standard package we do with the builder. Coming on through, you've got an open plan kitchen, living and dining. So you've got living space here with an aircon. You've got your countertop as well, which you could have bench seats here. So this is ideally set up for your couch, your lounge room. You probably have a TV on the wall and maybe a couch through here. You've then got your functional kitchen. So you've got your cooktop, oven, dishwasher is included. The builder's coming back to do little fix-ups as well. Things like this, where you've got a drawer that doesn't close quite right, your builder has to come back and fix these things. So I went through with Angela, with our builder, and put on about 100 of these blue stickers. We went through the whole house, marks on the walls, cracked tiles, scuffed areas. You want to make sure you pick all those things up before you do handover, or that's where you can end up with a property that has defects. So it's important to pick these things up. So the builder's coming back to fix that. We've got a massive space here, and you can see that the neighboring property is out the front. So it's just really interesting creating that separation. You want to make sure when you build a granny flat or a strata title that you have nice separation. So it's good. We've got 3.5 meters of yard, meaning that there is room between the properties out here. We also opted for an in-house European laundry. Now, back in the 2000s, you used to have a separate laundry room, but because this is a 100 square meter home, I opted for a smaller laundry space which closes in. So you can kind of see, it opens up with the double doors. You've got enough room for your washer, dryer, your sink here as well. I think it's a really functional use of space. They call it a European laundry because everything's a bit more compact in Europe, as you know. And so we've opted for this just to save on space and leave more room for dining, kitchen, and living, because With council, we can only build a 100 square metre home. You can't build 101, you won't get your Form 21, you won't get your certification, and that means your house won't get approved. So you've got to work with the best floor plan you think, and so I opted for that European laundry. As we come on through, I'll show you the master in a minute, but we've got a second bedroom here and a standalone bathroom. So these are full bathrooms, all included in the pricing. Bathrooms are scary areas for most people when you buy a home, but this is fully got a 6-year warranty. So if I have issues with the tiles or the waterproofing or the sinks cracking, I can contact the builder, I can put in a maintenance request, and so this is all covered for 6 years, which is another great reason to do a new build. As we come on through, we've got the second bedroom. So again, all the stuff you need in a room. Carpeted floors, painted walls, ceiling fan and light combo. These double mirrors are always things I upgrade. So this was an extra $500 and I absolutely think it's worth the money. When you've got a home that's limited on size, 60 square meters, 80 square meters or 100 square meters in this case, doing a double mirror really just widens the space. It bounces off light and makes it feel larger. As you can see here, we're only about 1.5 meters from the retaining wall and about 2.5 meters from the boundary. So that means there's limited light in here. So that's why you want to have mirrors and lights and as much large window space as you can get. With these 2020s builds, you know, we have energy requirements now, which means you can't have as big a windows as you would like. So I opted for the largest window I could get in each of the rooms because they do limit window sizes in some spaces with the energy ratings, but that's why we're letting in as much light. So I went knee height to ceiling height, as much light in this space as we could get. Now we've got the master. This is the hub. This is the centerpiece of the home. Now you're likely to put a king bed here or a queen bed here. Again, massive windows, security screens all included in the package. We've got a full ensuite as well. So shower, toilet, basin, hanging rail, everything you might need. Now I opted for the upgrade. So this upgrade, you would think this is a standard inclusion, but it wasn't. The ceiling vents. So with your bathrooms, you pay an extra $600 to put a ceiling vent in here and a ceiling vent in the other bathroom. Whether you're living in the second dwelling or you're renting it out or you've got extended family, it's worth it. People have hot showers, these spaces can get moldy. So spend the extra $500, $600 to add those to your bathrooms rather than getting a Sparky out later to do those things. It also comes with a walk-in robe as a standard inclusion. It's a good space here. And as you can see, this is hers. This is definitely her space, and this would be his space, or maybe it's all hers, depending on who you ask. So good use. You probably, I can see people putting in buffets or cabinets in here, storage cabinet. Probably not a buffet. It's probably the wrong description. But cabinetry could go in here as well. Hanging space, and so it's a good use for the right people. It's a good size for the home, really, for a walk-in robe. So that's an overview of the house. You can see we've got these 2 bedrooms at the back. 2 full bathrooms. We've got the kitchen, living, dining, European laundry, double carport, big driveway, and grass down either side of the home. Now you're probably wondering, how much did this project cost and how much did I buy the site for? So let's run through the total numbers. The total site with the original purchase of the property on 1,000 square meters was $800,000. Put $100,000 into the front home, so 900 grand. And this development, including the granny flat and everything else, all the extras, driveways, carports, landscaping, was another $350,000. So if you tally that all up, it equates to $1,250,000 in terms of total project costs. Now the exciting thing is, I just got a bank valuation last week of $1.4 million on the property, meaning that's an uplift of $150,000 in the last 2 years. Now, when we were going through this strategy, Emily and I, in 2024, it was about adding granny flats for cash flow. That's what we were targeting, is residential cash flow, depreciation benefits, warranty on the home as well. And now with the government changes, with CGT, negative gearing, trust changes, we're leaning into these projects, but more in the strata space moving forward. So I've just completed 2 granny flats in the last 12 months, and I've got 3 more development projects in my personal pipeline, doing builds like this, but a little bit bigger, about 120 square meters, 4-bedroom, 2-bathroom homes, where you can separately sell off the house. Now, if this was separately sellable, this property would be worth somewhere between $800,000 to $900,000, and the front home would be worth between $800,000 to $900,000. That would increase that bank valuation from 1.4 to 1.6 to $1.7 million. So adding an extra $200,000 to $300,000 on the equity side of the equation. The cash flow wouldn't change. You're still probably getting $650,000 to $700,000 for the front house, and $650 to $750 for the back house. So this will probably get about $700 a week once rented. But the big change with strataing the site, if you could, would be to get an extra $250,000 to $300,000 of equity. Now, I can't do that on this site. It was never the plan for this site because of the area and the overlays, but there are lots of other sites that we're doing with myself and with clients in Queensland and in Victoria where you can turn 1 into 2 properties with a builder and do it cost effectively to create that equity profit as well. If you want help in that area, we don't only do the buyer's agency, we are also offering project consulting, where we handle the monthly updates, quoting with the builders, doing all the extras like carports, driveways, all the landscaping, retaining, adding in extra things like ceiling fans and exhaust fans in bathrooms, all those extras. And so we're handling that in the project consulting space in our business. For a fixed fee, we can help handle the entire project for you, connecting with town planners, property managers, builders, and trades on the side to make sure that the project comes together. So that's where you can create that $200,000 to $300,000 of profit in roughly a 12 to 18 month time frame from the original purchase. So that's the exciting thing moving forward. If you want help in the buyer's agency or in project consulting, head over to purposeproperty.com.au and let me know in the comments below. What do you think of this project? Is it worth the money? Are granny flats still worth the money with a $350K spend and $700 a week rent? Or did I waste my money on this project? Let me know in the comments below, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.